Wagwan bread bins. It's Saturday the 6th of January. We're out on the road bikes and we're starting as we mean to go on. Happy New Year. Let's go.
My name's Ben Chapman. I got into cycling when I was 8. My most favourite thing in the world is jumping on a train and just get off and then go ride in that area. It's just the freedom of having a bike and to go anywhere you want.
So, good afternoon and welcome back. Today, me and Foxy are on our first New Year's ride, and it's actually on our road bikes for once. So today we are out on the road bikes. I've set the Trek Domane up on my road wheels, and it's the first time it's actually been set up on the road wheels in a very long time. I'll show you actually. Not a lot of people who follow me has probably seen the Trek Domane set up as a road bike, and this is how it actually should be. It looks no different whatsoever really, apart from the wheels. Today we are just on a bit of a coffee run. Open the legs up. It's around about 2 degrees. It's quite chilly. We've come up into the hills of Durham, a little route that Foxy hasn't been on before. And yeah, the plan is coffee, some cake, and around about 40k. I actually rode 100k last night on the turbo and then another 20k this morning. And there's a good reason for that. Towards the end of last year, I found out that riding bikes and filming, you don't get an awful lot of miles in. You almost prioritise the filming over the riding. And I'm going back to my hotel next week, so I'll be able to train consistently on the turbo. And this year, I have one New Year's resolution, and that's going to be to ride and to train a little bit harder than I did last year. Now, don't get me wrong, I did get the miles in. I did 15,000 kilometres last year, but I probably could have done more if I didn't have the camera in my hand for the majority of the time. But bearing in mind that vlogging and YouTubing is new to me, I probably got a little bit excited and I wanted to film and edit more than I wanted to train. So this year, my New Year's resolution is to train as much as I film and try and get a fine balance. A few people have messaged me asking what my New Year's resolution is, and to be quite honest, I'm not one for New Year's resolutions. I try to work as hard as I can and try and better myself every single day. What's your New Year's resolution, Foxy?
Don't have any.
Sometimes you can set yourself up for failure, can't you?
Exactly.
So, I had a conversation with someone yesterday about New Year's resolutions and success, and do you know, this video had no purpose today. Did I say this? I said, we're just going to go for a bike ride and I'm going to see what happens, but we've got a purpose now. This video has just become about New Year's resolutions and success, and I had a conversation with someone yesterday and they said, success is only if you gauge yourself against somebody else. So
gauging against money's a bad idea.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was terrible for that.
Comparison is the thief of joy, isn't it? So
Ooh. Is that a thumbnail? Comparison is the thief of joy.
Well, it is, isn't it? Because if you it doesn't matter what you do, somebody's likely going to have done more or better.
Yeah. This is exactly what I said yesterday.
So there's no point comparing. You just try and be
better than yesterday.
Yeah. Compare yourself to the person you were yesterday.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, that is it. That is the point in a very long sense. Success is what you... That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Success is what you think success is. The Trek Domane is set up as a road bike for the first time in a very long time, and Foxy is out on his titanium ribble.
Yeah, ribble.
On his titanium ribble. Some coffee, some cake, and some absolutely beautiful scenery is awaiting us. So let's go. So we are 30k into this one and having a little bit of fun on the cat and mouse. I won.
I let you in.
Yeah, actually, he gave up too soon there because I had the camera in my hand, so he probably could have won that one, but...
No, I couldn't.
We're 30k into this one, and yeah, we're just opening the legs up. It's the first road ride I've done this year outside. It's still a little bit muddy and it's quite cold, so there's a little bit of ice floating about. Talking about New Year's resolutions, I was actually just thinking there as we was riding along, all the New Year's resolutions that I've actually had over the years that I haven't stuck to. Last year's was get a trainer, as in a personal trainer for the bike, and get somebody to coach me. That lasted around about 2 months. Got super expensive and I didn't feel like I was getting much out of it. I know most people now are going to go in the comments and say 2 months isn't long enough, but he was just asking me to ride base all the time, and yeah, I'm a bit more of an adventure cyclist, so I worked out quite quickly that wasn't for me. The year before that, I decided that I was going to have a bike fit. I still have not had a bike fit, and we at Team Cycles have actually got a bike fit department, and I still haven't managed to get in over the last year and have a bike fit, so I'm still going on how I feel. I think the year before that I said I wanted to ride further, and I think I actually did that year, but not through trying. I was talking to someone last week in the YouTube comment section and we were discussing riding miles or riding kilometers, and I know I've said this before, and if you don't know, I always go on time in the saddle. You can actually set up on Strava whether you want to count the miles or the time, and for years now I've always just set it at 7 hours a week, and that's my usual goal, and it usually works out to around about 100 to 150 miles a week. But for me personally, because I float between gravel and road, I always do time in the saddle. Over the next couple of days I'll be announcing my first trip that I'm going to be doing this year, which is in March. I've got 2 trips to Tenerife. One I'm really looking forward to because that's going to be a little bit different, and there's also a mystery trip as well in June, so I need to prepare my fitness for the year ahead. With my new work commitments, I know it's going to be a lot harder than it was last year to get away, but I'm absolutely gagging. Can I say gagging online? I know. Can I say gagging? What's wrong with gagging? I might just cut this bit out. With my new work commitments, I'm aware that I'm not going to get away as much as I was last year, but I am absolutely itching to get the bike bags back on the bike. Like I said, this was just an introduction video to say Happy New Year to everybody and give everyone an understanding of what's going to happen over the next 6 months. Foxy's been standing here on his phone for the last 10 minutes and he's raring to go. So we've got a beautiful descent down into these hills to coffee and cake. So just coming into Durham now, we are just about 55k into this and it's time for some hiker bike. The derby's on today, Newcastle versus Sunderland, and the town centre's quite busy, so I thought to cut through an alleyway where no one would be. In road shoes, straight on mate, seconds from coffee and cake. It has been a very long time since we've had some coffee and cake. Over the last couple of weeks I was completing the festive 500 and there wasn't much coffee and cake on that, I can tell you. It's been a while, isn't it? We had a bacon sandwich with some chili jam, some pistachio cake, and a flat white. Well overdue on one of these rides. Oh yes. Oh, Foxy! Do you have to? I swear you do it on purpose sometimes.
No, I'm going to do it now.
I'm going to keep that in. So, a fantastic ride with some fantastic views, and a video that wasn't as informative as what I'd hope a lot of my videos are, but we wanted to ride our bikes and we want to have some fun, and that's what we've done. And as Foxy just said, this is exactly what we used to do as children. Knock on the door, should we go ride our bikes? No plan whatsoever, and that's what today's been. Whew. If anybody wants to take this route off my Strava, I highly recommend it. 50k, up down, with at least 5 minutes of some fast, flat descent. Amazing. If you're ever in the local area of County Durham, again, take it off my Strava. A massive Happy New Year to everybody, and if you have a New Year's resolution, I wish you all the best to sticking to it. I'm going to leave this video here. Please remember to comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see everyone next week.
Just a man, you can do this.